It's Friday Night Pints with the homies. Today's episode is brought to you by the fucking flow on Vibbs. Oh!
It's looking good.
God damn!
Yeah.
What a fucking glow
Hockey
up.
season.
I don't even want to say glow
Little
up.
puck?
It just is like, you just had the, just like very short hair the whole time, right? Since you've been here?
I bought a brush for the first time 2 weeks
That'll
ago.
do it.
Wait, that's all it was?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you had that, your hair's not been that long.
It's growing. It's not been this long, but
Not even close.
I haven't been
that
doing anything
conditioned.
with it.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing
It's
anything
got
with
the
it.
shine, the sheen, you got a strong hairline.
I got bought a brush and I also got conditioner. Those were two big steps in my
Huge
life.
steps, bro.
Yeah, I've just been a shampoo guy.
But no, your hair's been much shorter than that.
But it's been
right?
much shorter. 31. I know. I just.
You're like an adult. You're like pretty close to being a full adult.
It's bad when fights is like, come on.
Yeah, I
man.
know. That really made me
Step
feel
up your
something.
everyday life.
Conditioner, dude?
I'm a Midwest man. We do
that
not
is
worry
true.
about that. We worry about
You use a
taking
bar
care-
of soap in your hair.
Got the dial.
Boys make do. Yeah.
When I was like
Yeah,
eight,
I use fucking dishwasher detergent in my hair.
I've used the bar of soap before. Don't get me wrong. I'm not above it.
Yeah.
But it's just not a regular.
Oh, that shine.
I thought you
though.
like don't use shampoo.
Yeah,
I pretty
disgusting.
rarely use shampoo.
He
It's not a never.
I washes his hair once a month. Up until about a year ago, he never washed his face. He's disgusting.
No, so the face has been like 6 months. Nah, not even 6 months. Like 3 months. It was whenever.
Whitney was a little while ago, wasn't it? Oh no, you're right. It was like
Yeah, it was Whitney. I would say 6. I would say 3 to 6 months.
whatever. Either
But
way,
the,
the first like 30 whatever years of his life
I used, like-
never washed his face.
Like not even by accident in the shower, water didn't just.
No, I've told the story a million
Well,
times.
I guess probably the way that I
British
wash
kid
my
who
legs, you wash the shampoo. No, because you don't wash the shampoo either.
No, I didn't know.
So yeah, his
Yeah,
face
no
is
soap.
just
just dry.
And also, I'm not a
Dry as
monster.
face.
I wouldn't let it wash down my face.
no,
Let
it's
it
the
go down
opposite.
the
It's all
back.
oily.
No, I got told the other day by.
If you don't wash your face,
Right.
you're gonna
Just
not
gets its
dry.
own oils.
I disagree. When you wash the shampoo out of your hair, you guys turn around.
No.
I go straight in and
I'm a
just
back
move.
guy.
I just, Well, I do this and then I rinse it out
I think I
forward.
do both.
That's a thing. I believe.
That's the thing I just don't pay attention.
I believe women are they turn around because they have long hair, so they got to do it. But I'm pretty sure most men look towards the shower head.
Well, I got a rain thing. Like it's not like I don't have like a shower that comes down.
Oh.
So I don't really.
But either way, it's the same idea. Anybody want a beer?
Sure.
Nice and toasty.
Tommy?
I'm good.
yeah, I went back there and got one myself.
He already came. I come packing.
It's
Don't
2
worry.
p.m. on a Thursday. I can't.
These just like not work.
Yeah, I guess not.
There is the Labatt's if you'd rather that.
Those are still kind of warm.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, man, you're just like crushing tons of pussy because you got hair like that now.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's the kind of shit. You bring that a head of hair like that to the bar, and girls just want to rub their hands through it.
Yeah.
It's like bringing a dog around. You know, they all want to pet the dog. You just become the dog.
Fuck the dog.
If you're with white girls, it
Kenny
is
Bunkport?
pretty possible.
Do you remember that chick? That chick who in Kenny Bunkport, Maine? This is old blog. This is like 10 years ago, probably.
Do not.
The chick who was fucking the dog. I watched the video.
Yeah.
Sounds
right.
It was. She
mean,
was.
I've seen a girl fucking
Bro,
dog,
I
don't
think
get
she
me
was
wrong.
actually a Zumba instructor in Kenny Bunkport, and she got caught fucking dogs on like. It wasn't an OnlyFans, but like it was like her like private messaging service, and I think she
So
was like sending them to
she-
clients. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out.
She gets fucked.
Yeah, dude, I think the dog was fucking her.
Like doggy style?
Yeah.
Like
No, missionary.
Wait.
that's what I don't understand is how they get the dog.
If you're gonna fuck a dog, you gotta get fucked doggy style.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking dog's
I mean,
missionary.
theoretically, any position a dog does is doggy style in the moment.
Right.
But like the horse.
Yeah, dude.
You see the guy like guide it in, and it's like a
Yeah.
2-man operation. For
Oh, she's out. She got out in 2013. She's been out for a while.
yeah.
in jail
Listen,
for
that's one of those things that you go to jail. Yeah.
Something?
Dude, she
I know,
had.
Was there a
You're
Jeffrey
gonna
blog of
punish
this?
me for being like kinky?
I guess it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like that's definitely not someone that should be roaming the street.
No, that's the thing.
Streets,
But very
but-
like
Okay, wait. I might be conflating stories here because this one, she seems to be just a prostitute.
Oh. So
Let me throw dog in the search term.
pretty like I agree. I just don't think the legal system allows you to say, you know what, chances are you're despicable, so you're probably going to be a
Right.
criminal,
Yeah.
so we'll lock you up. Because then a lot of people would be locked up.
That's
But
pre-crime.
what is inherently illegal? I guess the dog can't consent.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank God this is an unsponsored.
But like,
episode.
how far down does it go?
You should be able to fuck animals.
Dude, dogs.
For sure.
Yeah, listen.
do.
Dogs,
Every single time we fuck,
don't
we fuck
consent
animals.
when I put a fucking leash on them and drag them around. Dogs don't consent when you put them in a crate. Dogs don't consent when you don't consent about everything. They're fucking
What
dogs.
if you like shove a hamster up your asshole?
Yeah.
Greer.
That's not illegal,
But the hamster.
Oh, that's illegal.
right?
It's illegal. If
You go to jail for doing that?
If you go tell the police, they're gonna be like,
You
we're
think
gonna
Richard Gere? You think Richard Gere will be put in jail? Not a fucking shot.
Like animal endangerment.
He'd probably plead out, but you.
But so that's what I mean.
gotta find this
If
fucking
it's the
dog.
same thing as just like if you were to get caught like
Abusing
harming
a
an
dog.
animal.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should be like. Well, no, you should definitely be on like a sex offender list.
But you shouldn't be with like murderers in
No,
prison.
right.
If you're a dog in this scenario, is it almost
this
like
is just
the
videos
male
now,
student
and
that
I'm
fucks
out.
the female
I was thinking
teacher?
that,
Like all the
yeah.
other dogs are like, damn, this kid's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You got to fuck a white woman. He's pretty sick.
You go back to the dog park, you got like a pep in your step. You're like, I
Yeah.
fucked that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Dogs can be attracted to humans. Do you think dogs ever look at like a hot?
I don't think
girl and
I don't think
oh.
animals get attracted to anything
Why-
except for primal.
Why are dogs like they're just humping legs? to
Everything.
Hump 'em?
Yeah.
Like, just to a post to hump.
Yeah, I don't think he's like that's a hot fucking.
Yeah, they
thing.
don't give a shit about what you look
Those
like.
rag and balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta fuck those things.
I mean, to me, you should be like a sexual deviant, but you shouldn't be sent to jail.
We should just.
If I
put all
fuck dogs in the
sexual
comfort of my own
deviants.
home and I don't bother any of you guys, anybody else,
Dude.
I'm fine with it.
Bro, there's
the
a
dog
lot
gets
of
a nut.
farmers watching this show nodding.
Like, yeah,
it's
I
making a lot of
agree.
sense. It's making a lot of sense.
right?
There should be like a sexual deviant jail. Like they all go to the same place. Like regular jail for crimes. Then if you do any fucking.
I'll tell you what, I'd fucking lock myself in. What'd you guys do to get in? See you in 10 minutes.
I feel like there should be also a list that's not like a sex offender list,
Like this guy's a freak
but like
list.
you freaky deaky, like
Yeah.
like you approach with caution. You know, like he's not gonna like harm you, but like
He's on like John's list.
or she.
Instead of Megan's list. It's like, yeah, you're on John's list.
like,
yeah.
like you'd pop Nacho Vidal on that list.
Yeah,
Yes, for sure.
You know, James Dean goes on that list. Like some of the guys who take it too far, some of the girls who like it too much. You should have to wear like a scarlet letter. And some people would be like, "Get me that letter. I'm
Olivia
looking for
Munn
that letter."
would be on that
And other
list for
people
sure.
can be
Olivia
like,
Munn?
Yeah.
Nah, Olivia Munn's not on
Have you ever seen, you've seen sex, right?
Please,
But
bro.
that kind of has become.
That was psychopathic.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
She was
amazing.
just ahead of her time.
Yeah, but that was still like, she
When
was,
you got guys jerking off to a PowerPoint presentation,
Yeah.
you know you're freaky. You know you're sexy.
Freaky Deakies need love.
That
too.
is, I mean, that one of the most sexy things I've ever seen is a goddamn PowerPoint.
a literal PowerPoint.
Amazing.
I really wish they worked out.
I
Got
really,
sent out.
I'm happy for her and Mulaney, but Olivia Munn
No,
and
no,
Chris
but like
Pine.
those were intended for Aaron Rodgers, right?
no. Chris
Oh,
Pine.
that's
Chris
Chris
Pine.
Pine.
That was way long ago.
Bro, this is like
This is like
yeah.
this is like 15 years
I was
ago.
gonna say 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. This was like
I've seen them. I just didn't know who they were intended for. I just know it's like put your dick here, right? Or
yeah. It was
I think she made Perez Hilton make him for her.
she put a yeah. It felt very Perez Hilton.
wings making the photo.
Yeah. Your cum
It
goes
just-
here. It's
It had
like
the
white
arrows,
MS Paint
like,
lines.
and it was talking about like eating ass and all this stuff that was like pretty ahead of its time.
Put it in my ass in typewriter font. Just,
Yeah. It wasn't if it was like 5 years later, it would have been an impact font. Like the giant.
yeah. And also,
goes
if it was
here.
5 years later, I feel like. They did a good job of scrubbing it. It's hard to find. Like it's not just like a quick. It's not like Google Images fills up with it. You gotta,
Really?
like, I'm pretty sure you gotta like find the link.
The fappening was like, I feel like
That
I kind of
changed
missed out on it because it happened. The big night of the fappening was the day I moved into college freshman year. It was like
You're just
orientation
blacked out
freshman
and-
year.
yeah.
Well, just like not
you're right,
paying
Kev.
attention.
Yeah, it's not that easy, right?
And then it's like 3 days later, I was like, wait a minute, what happened?
The whole world was
All
sexually
the girls are
violated.
just naked on the
Yeah.
internet right now.
That honestly
And
changed.
you can't even jerk off really. Like you got two
All right.
roommates.
We're in the trust tree.
Oh, I didn't.
No,
jerk
he's
off to any of
saying
that
he's-
shit.
No. I'm saying you can't like when you're first moving into college. It's hard to find.
yeah,
privacy.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I've absolutely jerked off to the
Yeah.
happening.
So-
I have not. Dude, fucking still images. That shit went out in like 2006.
Yeah, it's not because it's an invasion of privacy. It's because it's just not as
That's-
happy as a still image.
Where would you draw the line?
Dude, that was before invasion of privacy existed. That was like that invented invasion
Before
of
the
privacy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like that, it changed things as far as like
That's why we live in a post-nude world now. That started it.
the post-nudes world.
Yeah.
The-
society.
we couldn't even really talk about it or link to it. Like we certainly couldn't post it, but you couldn't even be like, if you want to see the nudes, post here because and then you're kind of condoning it, and it did kind of ruin the fun. Like like that, and when you found out that all the girls do porn was all against their will, that kind of sucked.
Yeah,
There's some bad things.
Turns out
out of
these
there.
seedy underbelly of the pornography world can be
Yeah.
a little unfun to learn about.
By the way, officially wanted on the record, I am hereby pumping the brakes a little bit on my Johnny Depp support.
Oh yeah?
A lot of it.
Yeah?
I mean, unless, it's a he said, she said, and there's a lot of, who knows, but she did her
Testimony.
testimony, and it was not good.
Really?
Yeah, there was like stories about, like he was on a bender and drunk and high and claiming that she stole his drugs from her. So he like ripped off her clothes and was like basically like cavity searching her, being like, where are the drugs? And there was some story.
That's a tough one.
There was some story about like her and his daughter like fled his place in LA in a helicopter once. Like we had to get away.
Whoa.
So like
That's kind of cool though.
to be able to flee, yeah. Most of us get an Uber, but
Look, I'm not saying I don't appreciate anything.
I'm
of that,
picturing
but, like,
Amber Heard,
If you're
like,
like,
with
we
the
gotta
fucking
get out of here, and you run to a chopper. That's kind of
How you
fucking
escape
sad.
like a volcano.
the lava like just misses the. So yeah, I mean, I always kind of knew that Johnny Depp was no angel. I think that they played this really well, like PR wise. Everybody was on Johnny's side because Amber Heard is equally. I think they're just.
You poop in a
equals-
bed, you're gonna get a lot of.
They are both like horrible people, and like no surprise that Johnny Depp is like a drunk, fucking I'm the man. I just like he's been told no his life like once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they're both just
you can
horrible
tell by how much
people.
jewelry he wears.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, right.
No one has said slow
Right.
down.
I guess he was like.
No one's even
smirking.
hinted at it.
It just sounds like they're both like
The
horrible people.
court of public opinion kind of like flipped on it because we only heard her side of the story for like 3 years,
Yeah.
and then all of a
Right.
sudden everyone's like, "Oh yeah, well actually all this stuff."
And then
happened."
she's crazy.
Dude, when the
But-
shit in the bed got like confirmed,
Yeah.
is that, like, I remember when I first heard that, I was like, "There's no fucking chance." She shit
in the fucking finger,
in a bed.
man. She, like,
Yeah.
chopped
There's
his
no
finger
way.
off.
And then it was a prank gone wrong. Like, what was the prank?
Yeah.
What was?
That's another.
What's
that's
the
another
joke?
list. I think you should
said
be on
now
a
I have
list.
pink eye.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
If you did a prank, like you shit in my bed, you go on a list. There needs to just be like a list of you're not a criminal.
But like, was she
But-
trying to fart? Was it just
No,
was
no.
it a fart
No,
prank?
I think
It
that was
a
like
purposeful poop.
I think that was like
But,
Okay, done.
but then the prank didn't
Yeah,
go
for
too
sure.
far. Then the prank was the prank. You can't say the prank went too far if that was
prank
what you
just
said he
didn't
got to
land.
intend.
the prank.
Right?
That, you know what that
She
is?
was just
though?
trying to fart in the bed.
That's
Then it
just
went
like-
too far. Then it was like
that
an
one-
awful mistake.
That one got away from me. Things just got a little crazy.
I think it's just the ultimate case of like recency bias, where we're just siding with whoever we've heard. I'll always believe the thing I've heard most recently.
True.
Like, that's always.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with me. Like, I just heard about this Amber Heard thing, and now I'm like, whoa, wait a
Right.
minute.
So it's like
But-
if I was on a jury, I would just side with whoever had the last closing statement.
It's like
I'd be
it's like when
"All
you're
right,
doing
well, that swung
who
it."
has first ups.
Exactly,
It's like,
yeah.
we win.
You're pretty right. Yeah.
Tiny Mo, you know exactly where it's gonna land in the end.
Biggest winner
But-
is Depp though, because he essentially
won.
he lost like whatever, all like some jobs or whatever. But like if you look at especially with the last Harry Potter movie, he got paid $10 million to not do it, and the
Yeah.
movie sucked ass.
Right.
And now everyone's on his side too. So like, yeah,
He was like, this is about defamation, obviously. I think he's already won
yeah.
because everyone's like, free Johnny, blah blah blah. Unless I don't know, they're not making a big deal about this testimony. I feel like it.
All I
should
saw
have
about this was
I didn't
like Amber
see
Heard
that
is
much of it.
Everyone's
Well,
like, Amber
that's the
Heard is,
thing,
like, coming
you know,
off so fake.
It's like,
and,
do you believe? It's like he's an actor too, guys. So I don't know, you know. I also think her lawyers have stunk.
Yeah, her
lawyers had a couple
real
like
bad.
LOL moments that go viral, even if they weren't that like, they weren't like technically what we thought was happening, but they're still funny. So it's like, Amber Heard's lawyers suck and she loses and like free Johnny, but I don't think either of them are angels. It is
They all
just
suck.
crazy that two people would be willing, like this was truly like launching nukes. You know, like, well, we're all going down then. Like the fact that she wouldn't back off,
Which I
he
respect.
wouldn't back off, and
Let's fuck it. You want to do it?
Let's
you
fuck-
want, you want to go to the Supreme Court?
Two
Talk about
solariums,
pooping in
let's
bed?
go. Yeah.
I'll fucking do it.
I mean, that. I mean, he reached a point I think where he was like, "Fuck it, I'm losing jobs and I'm being called, you know, all this horrible shit. Let's take it." But why she wouldn't just be like, just take the money and go or whatever, you know? It's like some of these people get fucking.
Is it?
crazy.
I haven't.
People get nuts in relationships are nuts. I can't. I'm every day goes by. I'm more and more like, why does anybody do this? Why does anybody do it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
The way the shit that you put up. If me and you had like a blowout fight, it would be like, all right, well, we're like not friends anymore. I'm never gonna talk to you again. I'll be cordial to you, but like we're just.
Oh, I disagree with
But in relationships, you just keep doing it over and over again.
I have blowout fights with my
night.
friends all the time. Not all the time, but
do?
we used to. We
Really?
used to fist fight.
Yeah, but like for fun?
First of all, you're never the example that anyone should look up to.
You fist fight for like fun or like?
No,
did
we'd
you
get in
over-
fights and we'd fight.
That's crazy.
Over something
That's
small?
crazy.
I've never had like anybody in my life professionally.
Like I'm not
or
talking
socially.
High school sometimes, college rarely, and then like not since I've become an adult.
I would sincerely
Yeah, I hope
not.
so. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've had a fight with like a friend.
Because you guys just treat each other with respect,
Right.
And you don't cross lines, and you're like, I would never say that to a coworker or a friend.
I had a fight with my
but
friend
the
last
person
night.
I'm supposed to care about the most, I'll let it rip on them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're just supposed to continue like nothing else happened. It's like when you had the big one. And maybe even if you're like cordial again, it's like, but it'll always be in the back of my head. Remember when Tommy did XYZ to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once
Remember when
that's
Tommy
in your,
shit in my bed?
Yeah.
there's no
No, like,
like
dude,
that.
no. If you shit in my bed, I would not stop being friends with you.
Yeah, but you're not dating. That's
I mean-
different. That's like Jackass stuff. It's like, you got me good. You
Oh, dude, speaking of that shit, did you see fucking Ben Dreyfuss, who is Jaws?
Oh.
Jaws, not Julius' son.
Yeah, it's
Richard
the guy.
Dreyfuss?
It's the guy from Jaws. What the fuck is his name? Not Quinn. Quinn's different guy.
No,
fucking the guy with the glasses.
Jaws,
The guy with the
the
glasses.
original Jaws.
Yeah.
The guy with the glasses. Yeah.
It's his son. It's his
Yeah.
son.
Okay.
But so he's very funny. His son is kind of fucked up. Like
Zach, can you give me a water?
his son's kind of fucked up. He had like
Just a couple. Oh yeah.
he had a I forget. There's one very funny exchange. I'm gonna pull that up first.
It was,
Dreyfuss son
it was
Twitter.
very funny and very shocking. Something like you did not need to
on
share
what?
with anybody. It was just on his Twitter. Something he did not need to tell literally a soul on earth.
So this is so it's Richard Dreyfuss is the guy from
Yeah.
Jaws.
Right.
And someone tweeted, this is a long time ago. Someone tweeted, "What's your favorite Steven Spielberg movie and why?" Ben Dreyfuss quote tweeted said, "Jaws because I didn't get a scholarship to college and my dad had to pay for it." He replied, "I used the Poseidon money for your college." His son replied, "That wasn't college, that was rehab." His dad replied, "I get confused because neither of them took."
That's fucking funny.
But so,
LOL.
but so Ben Dreyfuss he went on a bit of a Twitter thread the other day, yesterday I think, talking about the Madison Cawthorn. Cawthorn.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I guess just a video of him like humping a dude in bed or some shit like that.
yeah.
But it's. I guess the
For fun. It's just
the-
guys
the-
being-
he's
the
the
vibe of it is guys
It's
being
just the homies.
Have I ever humped a dude in bed? Fucking yeah,
Humping a
bro.
wheel.
I saw that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, hump in a wheelchair.
funny.
You have to get humped if you're in a wheelchair.
I think he was
But-
like cross-dressing too in it or something. So
Yeah,
like,
dude.
But
But
if
if
he's in a
he
wheelchair, he's paralyzed or something?
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair for sure.
not because of war though.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think it was because of war? It's not.
Wait, so yeah, you can't really be doing much of the humping. You're getting humped.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was before. It might have been before you got paralyzed. You got paralyzed in a
I'm
car
so hard, he paralyzed.
accident. But so, like, if Madsen Cawthorn was smart, he'd just be quote tweeting these and be like, "Yeah, that was fucking awesome."
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
guys being dudes. Dudes are the best. But he has like Ben Dreyfuss had these quotes of being like, "Where's one? Half of my memories from 10th grade are people just listening to Sum 41 and putting their dicks on my face." I didn't go that far.
that's-
That's
funny.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't like that stuff. I don't do it, nor would I let you do it to me as like.
Yeah,
but I
I've
like
never fucked a guy.
Very clear.
But if you guys wanted to do dicks on the face, I would watch and I would laugh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever. Well, I guess I'd be unconscious, so I don't think I've ever had one. I don't think I've ever done one either. But I've been in the room, like I'm like before the gangbang starts. There's a bunch of dicks out,
Right.
but we're not interacting yet. It's kind of,
I remember when I was
I'm just on the back of the line, just waiting my turn,
Everyone's
quiet.
got their dick out, but no one's fucking doing
interning
stuff.
here. One of my roles was to edit Kat Timp's podcast.
Oh, heavens
she
to
had,
Betsy.
What?
she had Jim Norton.
Do I keep
on.
echoing?
Oh, Jim goes all which ways.
And he was like telling me, he's like, yeah, like when we were kids, me and my friends used to suck each other's dicks all
Yeah.
the time. And
They
I
played a
remember
game.
I like texted Gaz, I was like, am I supposed to leave this? I was like, what's going on? Like, this isn't a thing that people do.
Played
Like,
a game called like Thunder Monster. They hid under the deck like when it was raining. It was something like it was Thunder
Under the
Monster,
deck.
and when the thunder hit, we hid under the deck. And then we sucked each other's dicks. It's like the game doesn't really matter
Yeah,
here.
it's not
The end-
bearing on
guys
it.
are
but he's
gay.
so but he's like not. He's just kind of like
He's
knows
like
the
a
other
Harry
guy.
Styles, a Prince. He just fucks everybody.
Fucks it
No,
all.
but that's different when you look like Harry Styles.
Yes.
Yeah, oh no, that was
Jim Norton's like a gremlin.
Jim Norton, Harry Styles, Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got
One
it.
of Tim Dillon's best friend is Ray Kump. He's always on Tim Dillon's show and he has his own podcast. And he like one time blew a dude, and like Tim's gay, so they talk about it. And then he'll like make fun of Ray for that, and he's just like, I don't know, whatever, man. Like I sucked that guy's dick one time. and honestly, as I'm saying it, maybe that's a joke with them, but they're never really laughing. They're talking about it pretty seriously, and I think he's just like, yeah, I don't know. I fuck girls, but like that one time I blew that guy.
That is
Wait. What?
that's I can't. I'm trying to think of a rhyme for once you do blank, you don't go back, but I don't have it.
It's weird for him to be the giver in that scenario in your one gay experience. I feel like you should be the one getting blown.
Yeah.
Right? If that's the single
I
one.
was gay for a night. It sucked a dick. Whatever.
Yeah.
I respect that though. I respect being like, fuck it, whatever, man.
I feel like if I was a gay guy and you were straight and you wanted to have an experience with me, I'd make you earn it. I'd be like, you're sucking my dick.
Got a great point.
Right?
Make you earn it, bro.
I'm not gonna suck,
You're earning it tonight, boy.
I'm not gonna suck this straight guy's dick just so he can like kind
Yeah,
of.
but think about
because,
it.
Because
They
here's the
love
thing.
sucking dick. It's
that's
it's just
true.
another dick. Like,
Yeah, you're
if a
right.
hot lesbian was like, eat my pussy or fuck me, be like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm just thinking like this gay guy comes to me.
I think we've
and-
lost the thread. What are you talking about? When lesbians come into play? Wait, you're fucking hot lesbians now? What are you talking about?
Like eat my box.
Tommy was like, yeah, and then I fucked a lesbian. What are you talking about?
Lesbian
was like,
came to
eat my
me.
pussy, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna make you earn it. I'm not gonna make the lesbian suck
That
my
is
dick.
that is totally true.
You eat my pussy.
No, I'm totally with him.
Right,
Like,
I'd be like,
if a
sure,
hot
I'll take
lesbian,
this.
because in my head with this gay scenario, hypothetical, I'm thinking to myself, a straight dude comes to me, and I'm gay, and he's like, I think I might be gay, bi, I want to test it out. You're not just gonna get a nut off. I'm gonna fucking make you suck my dick. Of
course.
Like if you want to experiment, then fucking experiment. Get down there. But if a hot lesbian was like, eat me out, I'd be like,
You're not letting this fucking guy. You're taking this guy skiing. You're going. We're starting on a double black.
Yeah, we're going right.
Oh, you think we're going on a bunny hill? No,
that's
not
like,
today.
I'm not
friend.
interested in easing you into this. I'm just like, if you
No,
want to do
ma'am,
it,
I
do it.
prefer actually to not eat your pussy. Yeah. For you to earn it.
We go to the beer, please.
Yes.
I think in college, I was a lifelong lesbian's first straight experience with actual sex.
That's awesome.
And no, it was
The anti-carotid.
She had no idea
that's
what was
cool.
happening. She was like
weird.
moaning very loudly, like too much. I'm like, I know I'm not good
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't have to play it up this much. And then right after me, went right back to being a regular lesbian. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
So yeah, I mean we always used to make fun of Carabas because he's turned like 7 girls lesbian, which is a staggering number.
Yeah.
I think it's legitimately 6. We make fun of his 7th, but he will admit to like several girls that he was their last dude ever. And he always spins it like, well, I was the greatest. They know they're never going to get anything better than me. And we're obviously like, they were so repulsed that they swore off an entire gender, dude.
Forever.
But that can't feel. But I could see, I would spin it the same way he is. I could see both ways. Or I could see it being like,
Yeah, because you could be like, they knew they were lesbian, but they had to try.
Try me.
And
Yes.
They knew I was the best.
right. Like I just can't get this out of my head. But now I'm going back
I'm gonna
to
spin it that same way now. I like that. That was a great excuse.
I did it once, and we were both just like, I was like, you're a lesbian, right? And she's like, you know I'm a
Oh, you had me scared. You had me scared for a second.
What?
I thought you were like, I tried.
No.
I experiment.
I think I think it was at OAR concert. by the
You
way.
fucked a lesbian?
Yeah, in high school.
That's a great.
It was at the Tweeter Center.
He keeps these secrets.
It was not Tweeter Center.
cool.
It's called like the Comcast Center now, I think like that.
How was it?
In the back, it was not like I said. Like in the middle, it was just like we were both like.
But it was at the concert.
I think you are not into this.
Right. But it was at a
I've
concert.
definitely we've talked about it with Jared.
It wasn't like a at home.
No. It was.
Like
I think it was,
the setting was not like the circumstances.
we were
weren't
in trees.
Yeah. Okay. 'Cause, like, you know what? That's
a guy at the Comcast Center. There's like a big fence that like in high school you used to like jump or crawl under.
See,
and
this
shit
is what
like
I'm
that.
talking about. So that girl, it's almost like when you visit college. And you visit it on a sunny day and you think it's amazing. I want you to go visit college on a rainy day to tell me if you really like it. That's sucking my dick if you're gonna experiment.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna think you might be gay. I just gave you great head. If you gotta do it and you still like it, then you're gay. Am I right, Zach?
Funny line.
Zach, what was your trial by fire?
Funny line to start using after you fuck a girl and it's clearly not good. Just be like, so you're a lesbian, obviously.
it was just like
You're not into this.
it was like we were in high
Be a
school.
lesbian.
We didn't like have like sex. It was just like it was hand stuff, mouth stuff, and it was like just like click. It's like this is
This is not working.
This is not what's supposed to happen.
That is actually really funny. Like, you know.
Just like, no. It's like, no, you are.
Trust me. Trust me. You have to be. That's the only possible explanation.
He's got the Tommy Smokes.
You know, like those 2.5 minutes of thrusts.
Dude, sex is so bad. It's like, you should think about, I say this about golf too, like, people step on a golf course and they expect to be good for some reason. You know, and they're mad when they are over par. It's like, of course you are. Fucking professionals are like struggling with this. Same thing with sex. You get in the bed and you think, like, I can do this. What makes you think? If you can't dance and you can't move and you can't do all these other fucking, you know, coordinated things, like what makes you think you're gonna be able to sling dick? You suck.
I watch a lot of sports.
Yeah.
If you can watch it,
Watch a
you
lot
can
of
do
porn.
it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, it's like when that's almost the worst. Like when
That's
you watch
definitely
porn, you're
bad.
like, okay, so I'm gonna fucking do it like this. And it's like,
But honestly, when you play sports, aren't you surprised you're not good?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
like when I shoot a basketball and it's
Mr. Betsy, no.
bro, when I shoot a basketball and it barely hits the backboard, I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
So, Pat-
I do when I do the most confidence I've ever had in my life is every time I shoot a basketball until it gets to right here, and then I'm like, oh boy, but I have it. I'm like,
You're
this is
Philip
fucking
Seymour
easy.
Hoffman in Loki.
For real.
Raindrops.
But everything
yeah.
like hockey, like whenever we like do like Chicklets Cup stuff, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go out there. It actually, I was talking to Merles about it the other night because Merles played a little pro puck in Sweden this year, and he was like, it wasn't stamina, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. He's like, it was my hands that were gone, and I was like, yeah, that's what it's like with me too. And obviously, on completely different scales, but we were like, it's like your first taste of being what it's like to be old. You're like, my brain is like, dude, we can
still
do
do
this.
it.
We
Yeah.
can do this. Do it. And
Yeah.
your hands are like, no, dude, we don't do this
We
anymore.
don't listen.
This isn't
That was my problem with like everything. Was once I got injured and out of shape and everything, it was like if I were to pick up basketball, I would still try as hard. I would be like, I'm gonna get that rebound. I'm gonna dive for that ball. And it's like your body can't do any of that anymore. But I didn't know how to like just be like, I'm just gonna shoot jumpers out here on the perimeter. I'm gonna be in the mix trying to like body you. What? No.
I have a hard time sleeping.
Lay
There are
down.
a number of times per week I'll wake up and be like, oh, that was something happened while I was unconscious last night.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
feel
the
good
weighted
anymore.
blanket is like gonna end up being a
Dude,
bad thing.
dude,
It's like
sometimes-
the weighted blanket it pushes like my ankles
Yeah.
down and I wake up and I'm like, oh man.
You get trapped with your ankles like this.
Yeah.
What is the weighted blanket exactly?
It's a
It's exactly what it sounds.
Hey, it's a heavy blanket.
What's like the benefit?
Well, they started it for autistic
like-
people who are like having, anxiety, like just
Okay.
gives you.
helps.
But think about it like,
I had one that felt good. I just sweat like shit under it because I'm like a really hot sleeper,
I don't
and that I
know
didn't.
why
like.
it doesn't for me. I mean, actually, I do. I just keep my apartment like an icebox. But it just, I don't know. Like when I first got old enough that I was having trouble sleeping at night just because of like my brain and anxiety and just like shit like that, I got one and I just go right to sleep. But when you go the fuck to sleep under 25 pounds and you're not, because usually if you roll over, you move a little bit.
Right.
This is like you are dead still.
Oh,
And
so you can't move around?
No, you can.
You don't really fidget as much.
I'm a very fidgety.
That's the thing. Yeah, you, like tossing and turning, I think kind of stops because you're just underneath the heavy. And you can do like 10 pounds, which is really not much. 25 pounds is more. Like it's I've seen if you're a 100-pound girl, you probably don't need a 25-pound blanket. You're probably, but for me, it was like a life changer. I was like, I can sleep now. But I'm pretty sure all my joints are like broken now. They're all like.
Me, KB, and Nick went to go watch Pat's intramural league, or not intramural. He's fucking like 30-something years old. It was like an adult basketball league, and
It's a gay basketball league, right?
Yeah, it's the gay basketball league. So we went to go watch it, and like we were just shooting around beforehand. Me, Nick, and KB all airballed our first shot,
Yep.
and it was so embarrassing. I was like mortified because I was like, I've played basketball in 5 years. Yeah, I could easily at least hit backboard.
Yeah, I could shoot
airball
40%
so
from
bad.
deep.
It was like an elbow shot too. It wasn't like a 3-pointer. Like I was really close.
Right.
It was pathetic.
I don't know.
I can't hit a layup anymore.
It's tough.
And I was
never
never,
able to hit a
I was never a basketball guy. Like,
Never.
I tapped
Layups
out
are
at
the hardest
CEO.
shot.
Timing the like
The
one.
timing and like you're too close to underneath it. I'd much rather like step back 10 feet.
I
Oh
remember,
yeah, I'm lethal from deep. I can't get layups though.
I
I'm
can't hit layups. I'm
mid-range
horrible.
Tommy, they call him.
Yeah.
I remember
I
like
said my,
coaches.
my specialty in basketball is wide open shots, not too far from those. But like
We're gonna run that play.
Not
Tommy,
really.
you go not too far, okay? Give Tommy the ball. That's
But,
ridiculous.
like when you were younger, like again, I probably stopped playing maybe in 7th grade, 6th grade, something like that. But like even when I was younger than that, when you're trying to do layups and coaches be like, "You're going off the wrong foot." I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means, dude. Like, this is the only
You are
foot.
a hockey
This is
player,
the
dude.
foot I can jump from. What are
Heidelberg
you
is-
talking about?
But
No,
you-
I forget what foot you're supposed to use, but
So it's
You go
there's
off
a
your
test.
left. If you're righty, you go off with your left.
No, there's a test. There's a test. Here, wait, come here. Well, I don't want to get out
It's
of
gonna be one of those Kenjac things where he
Turn
just
around.
punches you in the dick. I gotcha.
There's a test. You ready?
Ah,
Which foot did you land on first?
what? I don't know. Do it again.
Well, now you're gonna think
Now
about
you know
it.
what's gonna happen.
Okay, in 3.
Right.
I don't
You're right.
think that's
So it's
right.
right. That's,
don't-
that's how we would always do it in.
If you go
No
up-
way, dude. I'm a lefty.
That's how we would do
I
it
mean,
in
I
soccer.
think you're supposed to go opposite.
Oh, I'm for
That's
sure
what I
a
thought.
lefty.
It's the opposite of what.
And in track too, that's
And
how they
you're
used to
going
test
up
you.
with.
With,
There's no way it's
You're
my
going up to your
right
right, you go
foot,
left.
that's how what you're supposed
You're
to. You might have
lefty.
been jumping the wrong.
I'm going off my. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah, I think the leg and your arm both go up, and then
Fucking gassed.
off of the opposite.
Well, you might have been jumping off your wrong foot your entire life. You
Whole
might be the
time.
best right foot jumper in the world, but you never
I
know.
gotta
it.
go back to CEO. Billy Madison. This.
I remember
Started an NBA career at 33.
I could like dribble and shoot a little bit with my left hand at like an early age, and that had me thinking that I was
yeah.
because coaches were like, "Oh my
Jason
God!"
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, And I was like getting some play because of that, and then that just then everybody could do that, and I was like, "Yep." And I stayed here, and they kept
I was
on
gonna
going.
say you're like a chick, where like you
I
know,
did. I
like,
peaked so early.
where girls got tall first. Kevin was
Yes.
like, I could hit fastballs and I could dribble my
bro,
left hand.
It was like fourth grade through 6th grade for basketball, for baseball. 4th grade through 8th grade for basketball. I was like, it was great. Life was great. I'm crushing the ball. I was pitching and catching. I was like, and then basketball was
I was doing
like,
the
good
very
through high
basics
school.
of the
Yeah.
sport, guys.
But you know what? Like it was a game where it was like I would pitch the first couple innings and then catch the next couple innings. 'Cause you know what I mean? It was like
T-ball was my peak in baseball. I was the only kid who didn't use the tee all year. Ooh. It was like very impressive.
ask you
Or
this.
the year after T-ball when you had your dad's pitch and I never needed the tee.
When you played T-ball, was it like a game? No,
I
right?
don't remember.
I mean, now that I'm doing it with Keegan, I was like, I had visions of playing T-ball where like
there was a score.
yeah, there was like we would get outs and we.
I went to my
yeah.
cousin's T-ball game recently. He's like
mess.
5 and it's just everybody bats every inning and you just
That's
run
what we
around the
do.
bases.
But I don't
remember if it was like that.
I
I'd have
remember
to ask
this
my
kid.
dad,
His name was
probably.
Mike Nussbaum. He was homeschooled, and he was like Babe Ruth. And I just remember him like hitting bombs off the tee. And in my mind, we were playing like a real game, but I guess we weren't. I don't know.
I thought we kept score the whole time. I don't know.
That's what I mean. Now that I'm doing it with Keegan, I'm like, it's like everybody bats. All of the kids chase the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody gets out.
But I grew up in the '90s. Winning meant something back then.
Oh yeah, that's the best. That Jeff Foxworthy thing that went viral.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I never got a home run.
That stuff,
in the league.
dude. That stuff's like so fucking like.
I think I have to watch that.
Clearly, Netflix put out that clip.
So it drum up, yeah.
So that one goes.
It's smart.
so annoying.
And don't get me wrong, the people, there's a huge audience of people who are like, hell yeah, brother, I'm gonna watch that because that's what we, that participation trophy shit. The guy who went viral in response though on TikTok,
Yeah,
he nailed
yeah.
it perfectly. He was like, but wait a minute, you were the ones coming up with that. We were
Yes.
just the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Your age group is the guys who gave us the participation
exactly.
trophy.
Yeah, because
I
you
took it
couldn't
because it
handle
was
the fact that
shiny
your
and
kid
cool.
wasn't that good at baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
But now that I have a kid, all about participation trophies. Because when they come to you crying because like nothing went well today, I'm like, just here, fucking give them a ribbon. You won.
And also, like, as someone who I think I got participation, I don't even remember. That's how little they meant to me.
I always
But,
got
like,
a
I wasn't
ribbon
like,
of some
this means I did a
sort
good
or
job, even though I did a bad job. That's okay.
Yeah, no, I remember there was trophies for like first place, second place, third place.
I'd get ribbons if I sucked.
And then
Like,
there
I
was
feel
a
like you get
ribbon
trophies if
or
you
a
win.
Yeah,
plaque
right.
or something, and I knew enough to be like, this is cool, but it's not
Yeah.
great. They made such a big fucking stink of that thing. But
Yeah, it did not. I don't think it affected me as a person, even the slightest. I
Yeah.
don't think it even registered to me that. Like,
I wonder what did affect you though, and what made you be like this.
What do you mean like this?
You know what I mean. Feidelberg's eating fucking raw meat on purpose. Like the man is a crying for
I probably
help.
would have done that
How raw
too.
was that burger?
It's so raw, Tommy. It was insane.
Feidelberg's everyday life is a Lower in the Bar episode.
yeah.
Where he's like, should I take a bite? I'm gonna.
I was telling Kevin earlier, when I flipped it, because I did it right. I did it 3 to 4 minutes per side, 3 minutes first side, 4 minutes second side. But when I flipped it, it like quelched. Like
Does that mean?
It was still like raw.
like it's like a
Oh,
it was a wet slap. And I was like,
Because when you're
cook it on
cooking it
the
on your
stove?
fucking
Yeah,
stove top, it's not a 1,000-degree grill. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like 3 minutes is supposed to be when you're.
It was
like in the flames.
It was it wasn't pink. It was pure uncooked hamburger.
And then
Well, you could eat raw ham.
So there's a guy.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I don't think you were supposed to eat like a whole patty of it.
I was nauseous for
like-
about 2 hours,
like
but I never
steak
puked
you
or
could eat
shit.
rare or raw.
Yeah. Hamburgers.
It's the level of-
Hamburgers
It's
the
weird that
one
you
thing.
can't do it with chicken, but you can with beef.
Yeah.
Chicken will fuck you up.
Hamburgers is the one thing you like don't want to eat raw because they can put like it's like 13 cows all put together and one of those cows could get sick. But like a
Yeah.
steak is usually just
And the
one.
higher, like, if it's a really good cut, I think, you know, it's clean and it's.
Down south, they won't serve you medium rare for burgers.
Really?
At least in the Carolinas. I remember this in the Blackout Tour. I got like a fight at the hotel. I was like, "Can I get a medium rare burger?" They're like, "No." I'm like, what are you talking about? And they said, "We can only do it medium here." So I think it's at least a law in the Carolinas. I don't know if it spreads further than that. But
I like a burger cooked a little.
There's-
I like steak more rare, but like I like the charcoal taste on a burger.
Yes, there's a
Little
guy I
medium.
follow on TikTok that has been eating. All his videos are just him eating raw meat, and he's been doing. I've been following.
Liver
for-
King?
Yeah, no, different guy.
Oh, okay.
Much grosser, and it's he's been following him for 2 years, and he hasn't died, which makes me think that like raw meat is just a scam. It's just, he's not dead, and I see him eat like raw
Well, I
chicken,
bet you
raw
it's
beef,
also
and
like
all this
if you
shit.
did it every day, like almost like you build up an
Oh,
immunity.
yeah,
You know, like if we
it's
just have a
so
fucking
nasty.
raw.
Is this dude like really skinny and like
he's very skinny.
gaunt and
Yes, very
pale?
gaunt,
Yeah.
yes. You know
He's
what
like the
I'm talking-
opposite of the Liver King. Like the Liver King is like tan and bulk.
Bro,
This
you
guy,
have a tapeworm from.
this guy looks like he's eating raw meat. Yeah, parasites and shit.
Yeah, but
I
like,
said the other day, I think tapeworm, you know, they should like figure out a pill that does that for you.
market it.
one of my favorite
a
office
pill- I-
clips. One of my favorite office clips. When Kelly Kapoor is trying to lose weight.
Yes.
And she's like, and fucking Creed gave me a tapeworm and it's gonna go in my stomach and then in 2 weeks I'll take a pill and it dies. That wasn't a tapeworm.
Something smells delicious right now.
Someone's toasting something.
Kenjac, are you a Better Call Saul watcher?
Yeah, I haven't watched the new season yet, so don't.
Nor have I. I am.
What happened, by the way? I mean, it's been like years since the
It was
last
like
season,
3
right?
or something years. He also had like a heart attack.
I know
on set of
COVID,
one
but
of
there
it,
was more than just that, right?
Yeah, Odenkirk had like a literal heart attack on
Right.
set, and I think
right,
it delayed a bit.
right.
I've now completed season 3. It's fine. It is impossibly slow.
It's like, get to the
there are like
point.
almost every episode. There's a 5-minute stretch where there isn't a
Nothing's
word said.
occurring, I
There isn't a
know.
word said. There's just like, dude, there was
I remember
the one that
that.
just happened was fucking Chuck was just like destroying his house looking for a source of electricity, and it was just like, I get it.
Also, that
I get what's
storyline
happening.
sucks.
I don't need
Fucking
I
electricity
do.
is-
I'm a little over that story myself.
It's very stupid.
But I heard season 3 was when it kicked off, and I figured it would. That's when Gus Fring comes in, and like it's still
slow.
nothing is happening.
I think it gets better every season, for whatever that's worth.
It's not. I'm not
You're not
complaining.
investing
Well, I'm
that much
clearly.
time.
I'm
Yeah,
by,
that's
For a
yeah, I
good
know.
Fourth
You're
season.
watching
by definition, I'm
30
complaining.
to 40 hours of something for it to get good. It's like,
It's
what
almost.
the fuck?
I almost watch it like I'll watch like Saturday morning soccer, where it's like it's on in the background. I'm kind of fucking doing stuff, and then when like the music picks up or the announcer gets louder, I look up because there is a lot of stuff there's a lot.
I'm
not
sure
happening.
if you're into like cinematography and the writing, like down to a nitty gritty level, you might like care to watch. But when there's just like a montage, and I know in Breaking Bad they used to do those montages and people liked them, but when you do all of those all the time, and it's like nothing's happening on this show
Dude,
now.
there was a fucking again like a 3-minute clip of Nacho just filling up pills. I was like, I know what he's doing.
Right.
I know he's
Hate
putting
that.
Oh, yeah.
not the medicine
that shit.
in the medicine.
Let's get-
so we can poison the guy. And like I got it. Let's move on to the
where
next
I
story.
felt. I remember saying, I don't know which season I said, but I was like, if we could just cut out the first 1, 2, 3, whatever seasons, it finally did get good. But then it stopped for so long that I don't even remember.
I mean, I thought it was.
I have no idea what's going on. Where
I heard season 3 is when it got going, and I've finished season 3. It did not get going yet. So I'm going to keep watching it because I'm 30 hours in now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
You know what I started? I think you'll like.
Whatever
is,
was smelling good, by the way, is now being burned.
yes, yeah.
We Own This City, the new like.
Yo, We Own the City. It's fire.
It's really good.
Dude.
Is it
John
Bernthal.
week or is it?
John Bernthal's in, week to week. John Bernthal's in the first episode for like 6 to 10 minutes maybe, and I've never seen someone own an episode more.
Yep.
He's barely in it, and he fucking destroys.
I love
That's
his
the one that's like
attempt
the
at
real life.
DMV. Yeah, it's based on
of
the
The
real
Wire.
life. Yeah, same guys.
Yeah.
That he has the accent in it where he has attempt to do like DMV. It's like he's so used to doing that like southern twang, like, I'll take some dude, like that type of thing. Like he can't shake it, and like it's still very present in
That's
his
very
accent.
I haven't seen episode 2 yet, but episode 1 was fucking sick.
I just finished
it's really
Ozarks. I thought the ending was so blah.
I fell off Ozark after
The final season got very silly, I thought, adding a couple characters that just did not need to be involved. And then the very end, I thought was kind of like the literal very end was supposed to kind of leave you feeling something one way or the other, you know? I was kind of like, oh, wait, I guess that makes sense. That's it. I was like,
Yeah. I remember watching the first 2 seasons of that and thinking Julia Gardner, the curly hair girl,
Yeah.
was like really, like, wow, she's a really good up and coming actress.
Still do love her.
And then I watched Inventing Anna or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I was like, she might be the worst actress of all time.
But that was a weird thing where she was supposed to
It's
be
part
a
of both,
bad
yeah.
actress doing a bad accent and all that
was
shit. But
so Shonda Rhimes, it was crazy.
Dude,
it was
yeah.
like watching reskinned Grey's Anatomy.
that
I mean,
show.
it had all the same actors
Same
and
beats,
everything.
same actors.
I didn't watch the last episode out of protest.
It was
Really? You don't
I'm
even
not
know
doing
where it went.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I'm not giving you that
that could've
extra
been-
viewer on the 10th episode. I'm not
Could have
doing
been 6. You know,
Yeah, it
did
could
not
have
need
been-
to be 10.
Could have been a half an hour or an hour and a half movie, maybe. Like, it should have not even
for
been
real,
that.
For real, that was.
It's terrible.
That was a bit much.
All the scam shows really have been mostly bad. Even like the Twin Tinder Swindler one. Like,
I thought that was really good.
But that was a documentary, right?
yeah, see, like,
Yeah.
but all I'm saying, like, all the scammer stuff so far has been like mostly underwhelming.
Have you
We've
watched
done so many
the
of them.
WeWork one?
The one with Jared Leto, no, I absolutely refuse to watch that one.
That
I did watch
one
the
was
documentary
also-
on Hulu about
The
it.
documentary's good, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like it's a scripted version.
Yeah.
Is that good or no?
Hathaway and Leto.
I watched the first episode and a little bit of the second, and I stopped. I don't think it's good. The documentary's way better. Just go watch the documentary.
Also, isn't it just like they were like cocky about their business and it all went under, or is there more like to it?
It was just bizarre. Like they were like losing.
I find
money.
the Theranos shit much more interesting.
Theranos, I think, is way more interesting. That show is like pretty.
That's good.
It's good. It's like not.
It's not like amazing,
Yeah.
but what's her face does a good job, and like I just find that story to be the most like interesting thing that's
Dude,
ever
they had
happened.
like 15 senators on their board. Like they had like really high profile
She
people.
pranked. She pulled one over on. I mean, she had I think it was like a $15 billion company that was based on nothing.
It's no
That is-
technology.
That's some catch.
You
Me If
shouldn't
can.
go to jail for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think
no.
I don't think you should go to jail.
it's like Catch Me If You Can, where they wanted him to come work for the government. Like, use her powers for good because she played the whole world.
I said that about
Suicide
Wolf of Wall
Squad.
Street too. I was like, I don't think this guy should go to jail.
Yeah.
Maybe for the drugs. If you got caught doing drugs, you should go to jail
Right.
for that.
Right, but the
for
actual thing,
if he calls you up and says, I got a hot tip on a stock, can I have your money? And you give me your
You
money?
do it. Yeah,
You're
you're a fucking idiot.
as someone who's done it. I was like, fair play.
That's how I felt with Leviav almost. I was like, he scammed these women, but these women like, how
Those are
dumb
dumb,
do you
though,
have to
yeah.
be
I mean, he
to
did
fall for
go to
anything?
When you're turning your fucking
saying, yeah.
credit card over and everything,
No,
it's
they
like,
should be in jail for being stupid.
for real. That's another list.
Yeah,
You're not a
stupid
criminal, but you're dumb.
It's like he's an
We
asshole
have
for
more than half of society.
I was
On a
by
list.
the time this episode's over,
On the list.
Yeah.
I found out yesterday I was listening to Two Bears, One Cave. They called up Steve O and they asked about Poopy. Poopy's the guy who got his hand bit by a shark during Shark Week.
So this was before or after they filmed the movie? Because I didn't
I
notice
don't
anything
know.
weird in the
It
movie.
was Shark Week 2021. I don't know when they filmed Jackass.
I would guess after then. 'Cause the movie looked like, I don't know, he has a mangled hand.
That's how they describe it. 'Cause they, Steve O has.
He's a new
Poopy's
guy.
like the new
He's
generation
in,
of guys.
Have you seen Forever?
Yes.
He's the guy who like, I think he was embarrassed to put his dick in the paddles.
Oh,
He's like,
okay,
I got
okay,
the smallest
okay.
dick in the world kind of deal.
Gotcha.
I thought he was very funny. I thought he was.
I think you know to get to make the cut to be like the next generation of Jackass is, he's like this guy. Like
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if he posts any.
We actually
pictures of
revealed,
his hand.
incidentally, to what's his name, Danger Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, we posted about how they're making a new Jackass series, and Danger Aaron responds or comments on our Instagram.
That
He
was
like,
on your Instagram?
Yeah.
I saw like a screen.
and he was like, "That's fucking news to me."
I saw like
Poopy?
someone else post that. Being
Yeah.
Like Danger Aaron.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that was on yours. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was really random. I didn't even know he followed LCB for that matter. It was crazy.
I don't know. I mean, so
he got his hand mangled.
yeah, they were trying to do the the Fonzie, you know where Jump the Shark comes from?
Yeah.
The phrase. So when Happy Days was really popular, they had Fonzie go water skiing and he hits a ramp and he jumps over a shark. And that's why when something
He's in a leather jacket.
Yeah, and that's when the phrase of when something's gotten so big and it's gone too far, you just jump the shark because it was Fonzie jumping the shark.
Gotcha.
So I think they were trying to literally do that, and a fucking shark like bit his hand and like almost bit it off. And they said like all the tendons and arteries and everything got ripped up. And like they tried to fix it, but like couldn't really. And that Steve-O was like, and what's more like heartbreaking than that is he like showed his bank account the other day on this podcast, and it was in the negatives. And I'm just thinking like, because he was like, yeah, he's SAG minimum on the movie. He didn't like negotiate a percentage of anything. I'm sure the directors and shit were happy to just be like, here's like the minimum. But I don't know. That was my point. Was like, I feel like those guys shouldn't just get SAG minimum. They should get like Jackass minimum, which is like if I'm going to do this for entertainment.
Remember when we talked to Steve-O, and Steve-O was talking about his like when they first started, which is like 20 years ago. It's like it's almost like comparing like what fucking we got paid to what like a new employee gets paid now. They're different things. It's like
Right, totally different
It's
time.
a different company, it's a different job.
Yeah.
Maybe a good
And,
incentive program for that for the Jackass guys would be essentially say you get paid however much your medical bills end up being. You get that covered times 3, and then that's your.
Well, bro,
We
that's
literally
too much
just
money.
did this on KFC Radio.
Johnny Knoxville's was what, 5.8? 8 point,
million.
yeah, 8 million.
Yeah,
They said if you combine it all, it was like $35 million of
the
medical
cast of
bills. So that might be a little too much to do 3 times as much. But something like that where it's like you at least.
But Steve-O was saying that it was back in the day. It was $150 if it didn't get on air, $500 if it got on air.
Jesus.
I mean that's
That's crazy.
To do that shit should be. Bert told a great story. He met Johnny Knoxville in like 1999, and he was like, we were at Florida State. We were eating pills, drinking booze, and dressing up like women. And Knoxville was trying to break a bottle over his head. And he said, he was like, I can't remember what it was, but he wasn't going by Johnny Knoxville. And he said, he was like, I just have this image of me. As they were doing the bottles, they were like, what's next? And he was like, I can throw myself down a flight of stairs. And they were like, cool, let's do that. And he said, I just had this image. Yeah, really, for real. He was just like, I had this vision in my head of like an American flag with like some old country music going while I do like this shit. And like, I guess, a matter of months later, Jackass was on the air and it was the bow, now, 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 and the American flag. And Bert was like, holy shit, he did it. But
A Buck Cherry, if I remember right, involved with Jackass, the band.
that was the band that did the.
Yeah. I don't know if they did that twang, but I know that they were good friends with Buck Cherry.
Yeah, when it was like.
Did the Crazy
CKY
Bitch
and
song?
shit.
Oh fuck yeah, brother!
Yeah, Crazy.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Good on top.
Oh yes, please.
I'll do one more while we're at it.
All right.
Oh, do you guys want to hear the crazy Steve Che story?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I can't
Sorry.
believe you held out this long.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm okay for now. So me and Tommy we did the bracket a couple days ago, and
Turns out they're getting colder.
wow, the mountains look.
Yeah, the mountain's blue? Nah.
No, the mountains
Like
are
a
not
light
blue.
blue.
Okay.
Not really, no.
So we did a bracket of what exactly did we
Worst
phrase it
trends?
as? Worst trends, yeah. We did worst trends, and during this whole process we were recording. Stephen Che was trying to like adjust his phone, and like because he was recording on his phone, and he couldn't get it to go into landscape mode. And we explained to him how to put it into landscape mode, and he was like, "What's this control panel thing?"
turn it
So
sideways?
he had no idea how to like turn off his like portrait lock on his phone. He had no idea what the control panel was at all.
Got it.
And so we're talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is how you use the flashlight." And we're like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, I use a third-party app with ads for my flashlight." And he's used that.
White screen.
It's not even the flashlight. It's just this lights up white. And he's used that his entire life. He never knew there was a flashlight function like on the phone.
Dude, it's right
He
there.
holds it this way then.
Yeah,
To do a flashlight.
Yeah,
That
It's
is
truly impossible to miss. Everyone's not on the bottom
it's right
left.
there.
Yeah, right there.
It's so.
Although
easy
I
to
will
see.
admit, when I first got it, you know how you kind of have to hold that
it a
down.
little bit, yeah.
Like I was.
It accidentally goes on a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
he didn't
I was
know
talking
that.
to Bob Fox, being like, "It's not." I was like, "It's not working," because I thought it was
Hold
just
it.
like push it. And he was
Yeah.
like, he was texting me. He was like, "Push the fucking the thing," and I was like, "I am."
We learned that. He also didn't know anything else about the control panel. We're like, yeah, you can like turn on your Wi-Fi, do your Bluetooth, or like.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to screen record. He's like, it's all right here.
Screen record.
I'll be honest, that's not as crazy. As I probably discovered my control panel in the last 6 months.
What?
The control panel's not that crazy, but to have a third-party flashlight.
Third-party flashlight is
And he also has a third-party emoji app. So he doesn't use his actual keyboard to get the emojis. He copies them from a third-party app with ads and then posts them in text or Twitter, whatever.
Wait, he doesn't.
He has like
Emojis
the
are just-
emoji.
They're just there. You type in anything and
they're just
emoji will pop
built in.
up.
He doesn't have the keyboard, yeah.
It's not like we have to add our
he-
emoji
well,
keyboard.
No, he goes and he copies
That's
them from the third-party app.
insane.
It's crazy. Like, and he's in a high-level position at a very big media company.
When emojis first came out, didn't you have to like copy them from a keyboard? Like you had to.
I think you had to add a keyboard. Now
Yeah,
that's
you add it, but it's built in now. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
what's up with when I go? I hate these fucking things.
Yeah.
Like I've never used
I never
those.
used
Why are they
those
even
ever.
there?
I don't know.
Like my frequently used is from there over, but then there's these
It's like the ones that
things.
move
yeah, I
and
don't
shit.
know.
Yeah, I never
Like
use those.
what is that?
No, I
They're
never
like the
touched
bigger
those.
ones.
Yeah.
I hate
I'll be
that
honest,
shit.
I don't know how to send stickers.
I don't use the stickers.
I don't know what a sticker is.
Maybe that's what those are.
It's like
use
you could
emojis.
like react with your face to like a message.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like the Bitmoji stuff?
Oh, yeah, you're talking
I
about
don't do that
I
nonsense.
don't-
That's a little much.
I tried it like once and I was like, I'm over
Bitmoji
it.
is a fucking good-looking guy. He's got hair like Vibbs.
He's got the flow on right now.
Yeah.
That was kind of bleak.
Yeah, it's pretty
In Kevin's hot fantasy, he has
Vibbs.
like Vibbs.
I'm telling you, fucking Vibbs' flow is nothing.
I know
to
I'm-
turn your
I
nose
know-
up.
Dude, this cartoon of me looks pretty sexy. I look like Vibbs.
I know I'm getting like outrageously horny when I'm getting turned on by girls' Bitmojis and Snapchat things. Oh
Cartoons
god.
can be hot.
Yo, I went on a run there because the pre-roll on Pornhub was
Yeah, you were in a dark place.
those cartoons.
There's always a
Was?
pre-roll of cartoons. I don't know why. It's always the thing.
I'll tell you why. Because they look fucking real as shit, and you can make them do whatever the fuck you want.
I just
There ain't
never-
no consent.
They're
with
like
cartoons.
dogs.
Yeah, just like a dog.
That's funny.
That's one of my favorite memes. Is like there's just a big picture of a bunch of sperm going everywhere, and like, hey, one of them's like, hey, I can't wait. I'm gonna be a police dog. It's gonna be great. And the other one's like, dude, we're in a white woman right now. I just fucking love that. That's my favorite. I think stereotypes is that white women fuck dogs. I think it's like one of my number one.
Wait, I didn't know this was a stereotype.
Oh yeah. White women love fucking animals. That's the thing. It's like they love fucking horses and dogs.
I thought I
What
remember-
a spectrum that
I
is.
know that
Yeah.
they say that we smell like wet dogs. I didn't know that there was really necessarily.
We definitely.
I thought you were just joking, being like, you're a white woman, you're not going to do any of that.
No, it's a very big
Suck
stereotype.
to be a white woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. In what corner of the internet is this? Because it's not one I frequent.
You gotta look around. my John's List corner, basically, like from before.
I don't
From
understand what
obviously
John's
not
is.
white people. Like
Yeah.
non-white people are saying white women fuck,
I think
fuck
both
dogs.
I think it's like non-white women and white men are saying that.
I
white
just
women
know
fuck
every.
dogs.
I would say once a year, every couple years, Kelly Keegs gets sucked into Black Twitter, and they say that.
Oh, they roast her a
looks
lot.
like she
always
smells
so
like a wet
funny.
dog and all that
Racist,
stuff. And
yeah.
that's always a fun one because she is just the whitest.
Well,
of
everyone
white.
here knows that Kelly's super racist.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
A running thing at bars.
she does smell like a wet dog, and
Yeah.
she is racist. So they're not wrong. It's just.
Kelly Keegan sounds like a police commissioner's wife from like the 1940s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Irish beat cop.
Yeah,
She's like, lock them all up, Jimmy.
like Mystic River or some shit. Where she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Queen Jimmy.
Yeah.
You killed that man because you had to.
Yeah, exactly. You give them an inch, they take a mile, Jimmy. You gotta take them all down.
Dude, that's what I said yesterday. That shit with that umpire with Madison Bumgarner
That
was the
was
most racist
weird.
thing I've ever seen between two white people. That looked like a racist
Yeah.
white cop trying to be like doing like a field sobriety test to a black guy, being like, "We're gonna get him, don't
Yeah,
worry."
dude, it was.
Staring him down, just.
That was.
I'm surprised Madison Bumgarner didn't like fucking yank his hand away and shove him.
I will, not to defend the ump, because ump lives matter, but it was like, I didn't realize that video's in slow-mo.
It was very slow-mo.
In
but
fast,
still.
in fast mode, it's still incredibly weird, but like, that video is 20 seconds. He does it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but even
It's
if you
still weird,
see
it's still
what they
fucked up,
do to
but he-
other
he still should
pitchers,
be
they're
suspended.
like, yeah, okay, you're good.
He should be like
to
sitting
like
on AAA.
to like touch him and rub him in any way, and to make eye contact. You're not even looking for what you're supposed to actually be doing, and that was all because he fucking he was mouthing off to not even him. He was the first base ump.
Yeah.
Madison Bumgarner was chirping the home plate ump, who was a rookie who had a couple bad calls, and this guy, I guess,
That
was,
is
like,
such cop
stand up for
bullshit.
the yeah.
Thin
We
blue line.
we
Yeah.
had the conversation.
Support the
like,
boys.
It kind of clicked for me where I was like, oh, wait a minute, umps are cops.
Yeah.
They're like rule enforcers who get off on the authority.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They have their little union. They don't ever really. I mean, when you really flesh it out, like whenever we're like, there just needs to be accountability. Like, wow, how come they don't have to stand there and say like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, they never lose their jobs. They never. I mean, it.
Bulletproof vests.
Yeah, it's for real.
Yeah, Angel Hernandez has fucked up so many times. He's like, yep, go out there, keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
And it's like the Vatican almost. They just move around. Now you go with this crew now, you go with that crew now, no big deal. That guy should absolutely, I think he should be fired. That was so fucking
like
weird.
sexual harassment.
That's like so very clear. You're abusing the power. Like,
Yeah.
You're trying to get a rise so you can kick him out. So like, and then they think about like everyone who bought that ticket, like, oh, we're gonna go see massive
It was the second
Bumgarner
inning.
pitch tonight.
It's like
I think he pitched one inning.
It was like the whole start ruined.
And it was like, oh, I'm missing my Bumgarner start because of fucking first.
But they did get to
a
see a
first
great
base
blowout fight.
Was that?
They get to see a great blowout fight instead. Like,
That's because he
Instead of,
was. I think his name was Bellino. He's an Italian.
Yeah, Italians love that.
John sent me the best meme, or not really a meme, but
last night we were recording the short porch, and I convinced Hubs that I was born in Italy, and he believed it.
I did that in college when you had to do like icebreaker things. I would always say I was born in Australia.
I like to tell people that, like, oh, only a few months, then we moved over to the States.
saying the States feels very, like.
Oh, I was just like blocked out. The I?
ITA.
Is there any chance he was looking at it?
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's not
Good point. No, that's
right.
totally true.
Because that's not funny.
That's
totally true.
It's ridiculous that Tommy represents.
Oh, don't send it to
Italian.
Dante.
Like,
Don't send it to Dante.
What do you mean? What do you mean about that, eh?
hey, come on!
Oh.
I'm an Italian. No big deal.
Yeah.
Tommy is he's the most Jewish, not Jewish person in the world.
Jews and Italians, they're a little
I always
similar.
say Jews are Italians with money, and Italians are Jews without money. I get in trouble for that every time I say it, but it's true. It's just a fact.
Didn't Madison Bumgarner date someone named Madison Bumgarner?
I believe that was proven
yeah.
false.
I believe it was too, but I choose
I want
to
to believe it.
Yeah.
It seems like something.
I
I also rumor to get
I also-
out there.
I also heard that he wrote a horse to school every day. Madison Bumgarner is kind of in that
But he
Tyson
did-
zone,
he
that
did-
Chuck. He's almost like a mix of Mike Tyson and Chuck. Man, remember when that was the internet?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
yeah.
Chuck
yeah.
Norris facts.
Those were like so funny.
Dude, that
Chuck
was-
Norris and Superman wears
used
Chuck
to-
Norris pajamas to bed. I was like,
Not wait.
oh,
Chuck Norris
I-
beat the
God
1976 Dolphins or whatever.
Yeah.
team went undefeated.
I remember finding a .org site in middle school, and I could not wait. I brought out a printed sheet of Chuck
Yeah.
Norris jokes in middle school, and I was the fucking man. Everyone loved him. It
Bro,
was-
if you could tell people who enjoyed that internet what
it's
it was going to
become.
be, like in 20 years, wait till you see what the internet is. They're like, oh no, it's not just Chuck Norris jokes. You can even fast forward 10 years and be like, it's not just bacon anymore? Yeah. It's a fucking,
Bacon was on our list of worst trends.
Was it?
The epic-
Oh, yeah.
The
epic
bacon.
bacon
I got in,
Bacon as a personality trait.
that was like the first time I got like the commenters to hate me. Probably not the first time, but it was an early time where I did a blog. I'm like, I'm sick of bacon.
Yeah.
And they're like, you just don't like fun things. I was like, it's just bacon.
You're not a man.
I'm just,
But that was because
I actually don't
BuzzFeed,
even like the meat itself, let alone the fucking culture surrounding it.
the fact that there's
Bacon's
bacon
fine.
culture is insane.
We combined bacon culture with the epic mustache guys too. Like they were part of the same
Yeah.
grouping. You know what I mean? And we also determined that those people all were huge Minion fans at some point. Like they later on became fans of the Minion.
The Minions, the
franchise.
little yellow
Yeah,
guys?
the little yellow guys.
Oh, jeez.
All the same kind of guy.
Wow, those are the worst. That's the worst guy in the world you just described.
There's a lot of funny Minions porn. If you ever want to take
A lot of funny Minions porn.
Yeah, it's very fun.
I could just see that, like the little voices and the little.
It's mostly it's like they're still like the little tiny creatures, but they have massive cocks.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
I'm very curious as to what their genitals look like. I want
It looks like a regular human
dicks.
cock, except it's
Ah,
yellow.
yeah.
And it's just a huge.
Oh,
It's like Simpsons.
Yeah.
Simpsons kind of.
let me just wrap up with this. This was so funny. This is on yesterday's episode of KFC Radio. It was Am I the Asshole? This girl. It was from the boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wait. Let's see the dicks first.
It's a huge.
That's a veiny cock.
I'll be honest. It's too unrealistic. For
Yeah.
me. I wish that it had a regular minion dick.
It's too big. I wanted it to be a little smaller.
It's almost like.
Oh yeah, he's riding his balls, man.
There's some that's.
To me,
Never
that's
mind,
like-
I do that pretty regularly.
It's too cartoonish.
That's like those really huge dicks that do the fake cum shots.
Yeah.
You think I'd like it because there's so much cum? I
The
don't.
split second
I like
in
my
my
cartoon
childhood.
porn based in reality. Thank you.
Yeah.
The split second in my preteen years when I thought those dicks were real, I was like, I'm fucking.
Oh, what the?
What am I supposed to do?
That dick is too big, and that's what this Am I the Asshole was about. There was a video. They were watching Westworld. In Westworld, there's a guy who has like a very big dick.
Do you remember this guy?
Westworld
guy with the big
Pabs
dick?
pulled it up for me.
Westworld
It's
guy.
a big
Yeah.
dick. I think it's one of the robots when they were fucking or something like that.
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
big dick,
okay.
but it's like
Remember what a drag that was doing that show every week?
Yeah.
That's-
the recaps of season 3. That was tough.
the dick is like a really big, soft dick. Like, but like,
Kenjac is still just watching.
I know. I just showing it over you.
Flash him
It's
this
so
way.
funny. It's funny.
Actually, you know
This isn't actual. This is just actual porn, but the guy's wearing a Minions suit, which is very funny.
Let me see. West
The
big.
I think
Say.
Just
it was one I
funny.
saw like a regular.
It was
porn.
like if you saw like maybe probably like Nacho or like Mike Adriano or something like that.
Like he's your boy.
Yeah,
like,
our pal.
You know Nacho.
This one. This is the one.
This is the one I remember.
Oh God!
All right. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's a hey.
This one is tough. The one
That's got a
Kenjac just
kneecap on
showed
it.
me.
This is the one that I remembered specifically. This is the worst one.
See, that's funny.
This.
That's Gru fucking Minion's asshole with his nose.
I like that. That's good.
That was the one I very vividly remembered. I was wondering when it'd come up.
What was when it would come up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this is for sure a hammer of a cock.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
without a
so
doubt.
the girl,
Yeah, that's all right, I guess. It's about average.
the couple sees that, and the dude was like, "Whoa!" And the girl was like, "I bet that guy has a lot of trouble getting laid. Like he should get penis reduction surgery." And the boyfriend was like, "Ha! Like who in the world would ever do that? No guy in the right mind would reduce their penis size." And she goes, "Well, my ex-boyfriend did."
Ooh.
Dude, Kenjac's face was so good.
Like perhaps
brutal.
the most unnecessary.
You gotta break up on the spot. Like I don't know what else you do.
And so the guy, like, he didn't break up with her, but he like she said his demeanor shifted, and he like got up and left, and then like the next day canceled their date or whatever, and was like, "I don't want to see you," and she was like, "Why?" Like I didn't say anything. She was like, it was just part of the conversation. We were talking about big dicks and penis reduction surgeries, and I just happen to know a guy who did it. It's like, yeah, after he ripped you to shreds with it constantly. Like that's just not a thing you need to tell any boyfriend. But the thought of just being like, because every guy has had that thought of like, you know, how do I measure up, and to have a girl be like, well, this one needed his medically reduced.
I said I did not know that was a thing. I
had no clue.
I had
I
never
should've known
heard
to do
of
that.
that
Heard of it.
procedure.
Having a massive penis is a gift and a curse.
I'd never heard like that. That had never crossed my mind. That, like,
It's
that
weird
was-
because the inverse wouldn't matter. Like I feel like if I told my girlfriend, like, yeah, my ex-girlfriend had breast reduction surgery, like she
No,
wouldn't.
but
we said it's
we said it would be more like if you watched a sex scene that was like crazy kinky all over the place, and a girl was like, nobody even fucks like that, and you were like, oh no, well me and my ex,
okay,
like,
yeah.
we used to throw each other out the window. Like we used to like, you know, we were put on a list because we fucked. And it's like I just didn't need to know that your girlfriend is like, you know, a porn star.
Yeah, yeah.
So that would probably
Okay.
be the equivalent. But yeah, you just don't need to tell people any of those
We
things.
also talk about like just the fact that like a breast reduction, like you're just scooping out fat. Like who cares? It's just like fucking. You get an ice cream scooper in there.
I don't even know how you do it.
Whereas like a dick, like you, there are veins, there's tendons.
Yeah,
there's
how
like
do you strengthen?
No, whenever I got my reduction, they're just scooping out my fat cock.
they just cut the tip off and get in there with the spoon.
No, it's actually kind of like it's like a Go-Gurt. You cut the top and then you just
fuck!
just pull it.
It's like a little sausage. You cut the top off, you can just squeeze the
the casing.
once the
and then you
skin's
just
gone. Yeah.
and then you just screw the top back on.
Damn, this guy's cock is so fat.
That's it on that.
That's it. That's it.
All right. See you guys next week.
If you're watching on YouTube, click here to subscribe so that you get all the new episodes as they come out. And John, what should they click if they want notifications? Make sure you click thumbs up for the like, hit that bell icon.